Well, thank you for joining us on the National Real Estate Cafe with Don Gatling and Gino Fronti, and thank goodness we're not illiterate today.
Oh my God, these numbers are staggering. I mean, yeah, I knew it was bad because there's really no preparation for the finance world when you go into college, but these numbers are really bad. Let's take a look at this slide.
Yeah, oh my God. Financial illiteracy is rampant among college students. You're gonna be blown away by these numbers, right, Gino?
59.3%.
2 out of 3, basically.
Unbelievable. Could not really give us a broad definition of what a credit score is. That is absolutely catastrophic, Don.
And almost 1 out of 2, 50% of them almost, didn't even know how to improve their credit score if they had one.
Yeah, and 65% say they don't have a credit card to their own name. Well, judging the two things above, Don, that's probably a good thing.
Oh no, oh no, that's too bad. They need, they need to really understand. It's too bad that colleges don't teach you all these specifics, but if they paid attention to our show, they'd probably learn a thing or two. But we do need to help a lot of you out there, or your children, your college students, your high school students, understand how important credit scores are, because without them, you don't get a car.
Yeah,
if not, you're paying more than you should.
Yeah, so let's just take a look at some of the real basics today. Let's just dig into some of the real basics.
Very easy.
Right, so the 30-50-70 rule, right? This is the usage of your available debt. So if you have a $1,000 card, we're talking about a $300 balance, a $500 balance, or a $700 balance. Depending on how much balance you carry, that can weigh up to 30% of what your FICO score is. So it's probably the #1 factor in making sure you have a reasonable FICO. At least the one you can control very easily.
Well, on that note, be careful also. So on that note, a lot of people they look at their credit cards and look at what their interest rates are paying, and they load up everything on the lowest interest rate.
You mean the 0% one?
Yeah, yes.
Oh yeah, I love that
for 1
one.
year.
Yeah.
So the problem is then if you go above 30, it hits your FICO score really hard. Go above 50, and like Gino said, and so forth. So if you go 70%, they look at it as if you're tapped out and running out of money, even though you have tons of other credit cards. So be careful; it can affect you.
So make sure, the trick is distribute your debt amongst all of them to keep your debt level low.
All right, and here's another good tip. All right, next slide. Inquiries do matter. So going out and trying to look for credit everywhere can affect you.
Yeah, so that's kind of a really hard thing, Don. That's not one that I could say is easy. It's not. There's no secret formula to that.
No.
We don't know if it's 1 or 2 or 5. What we do know is if you constantly are trying to apply for credit, guess what? You're not going to get any. So because it looks like you're desperate. So be careful with that.
And this next one's your favorite, Gino.
Yeah, this is ultimate. Don't close any credit. I know how tempting it is that when you go ahead and pay off a card and you're so proud about it, then all of a sudden you close it or they close it for you. Be careful. I know that's outside of your control, but if you keep your debt loads low, they won't do that. But just don't close any credit, because the best thing for your credit score is long-standing credit.
All right, so hopefully you learned something again on the National Real Estate Cafe. You can get these sent right to your phone by texting NREC to the number 58885. NREC to number 58885 goes right to your phone. No spam, no selling, just great information. Make sure you're tuning in daily to see what's brewing.